I was very fortunate to be able to coach Bob Hutchings for 5 years. I did his first 2 years in 8th and 9th grade and then was promoted to head coach at the age of 23. And Bob Hutchings went with me and was a key to all our success that we had. I don't know a better player that you could have coached. He and Alan Shaw and Bill Hughes and Cliff Johnson and Bobby Gant, they were just awesome. His junior year, we were 17-4 and won the South Jersey Championship, and then the last year we were 26-1 under his playing. But you never found anybody more dedicated to the game or who wanted to win and would do whatever it took to win and do a good job. I don't know anybody that loved basketball more than Bob Hutchings. If you follow his career, it's just amazing. What he did in Millville and what he did in Cumberland County, what he did in Stockton, what he did in New Jersey, and then what he did in Wheeling, West Virginia, and then traveled the world. Bob Hutchings traveled the world at coaching clinics everywhere. Literally, there are thousands and thousands of people who know and love Bob Hutchings. I will tell you, I know Bob Hutchings and I love Bob Hutchings and was so blessed to have him part of my life. I want to thank Tony Tragone, the superintendent of schools in Millville, and the athletic director, Dave Lagamba, and all who put this event together for Bob Hutchings. There isn't a better cause that we could have than be able to raise the needed money for all the care he had to go through. So thank you, Millville Public Schools, for a great job.
Yeah, I would like to thank the administration at Millville High School and Tony Trongone, the superintendent, and everybody involved for doing this very worthwhile event for my friend Bob Hutchings. I met him when we were in 5th grade. We played on the same 5th grade team and later became a teammate of his on the 68-69 high school team. He was the leader. He was never a vocal leader. He was always led by example. Was very fundamentally sound, was a great high school player, was really a 3-sport athlete. Few people know that. He played football for 2 years and he was all conference in football in all South Jersey. And he was a very good baseball player also. But he was a lifelong friend and I'm going to miss him. And once again, I would just like to thank everyone involved. This is a very worthwhile project, and it couldn't go to a more deserving individual or his family.
Yeah, I want to reiterate what Bob Porch just said about the school system and everybody getting this together for Hutch's family and Hutchin. Same thing with Rob. I kind of knew Hutch, I guess, first in junior high school, played a lot of sports with him. I told somebody the other day after on Facebook that I don't ever remember a time in 60 years or more that Bob Hutch didn't make you smile when you were around him. When we were young, when we were old, when we did things, traveled, did some things together, he always brought a smile to your face, and I will always remember him for that. One of my fonder memories is I did home instruction with the school system in the basement of the Millville Library, and Hutch was a home instructor. And Hutch and I would often get some of the rougher kids because we knew some of their families and stuff from sports and coaching. And Hutch, the old Abbott and Costello routine of who's on first, that's just a riot. Bob Hutchings taught every kid he had on home instruction the who's on first routine. It didn't matter if they were in 3rd grade, 5th grade, 7th grade, senior high. He would teach them who's on first. And we'd be in the basement of the library working quietly with our students, and all of a sudden you'd hear Hutch yell out, "Who's on first?" And then his student would have to play the routine out with Hutch and do the whole Abbott and Costello who's on first thing. And we'd just all sit there and roar. And that kind of epitomizes for me what Hutch was like. Just a great guy to be a friend with, and he will be missed.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Twin Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, Here's your commentators for today's game.
Good evening and welcome to a very special day here at Millville High School. Today we are in the 9th Annual Thunderbolt Classic. Various teams have already participated, and this year's particular tournament, of course, is for a great person who went to Millville High School and has done a lot of things, 50 years of coaching, whether it's an assistant or anything else, and he was a great person to begin with. Bob Hutchings passed away this week, and we certainly wish his family all the condolences. A great man that I got to know as a color man at some football games we did back in the day. He's a great person, and this is a very great event. We're going to talk more about that in a minute. We're going to go ahead and have our national anthem, and we're going to have the starting lines introduced as Millville takes on Timber Creek.
Bob Hutchings, a former Millville High School multi-sport star. Hutchings took his success at Millville High School and turned it into a successful career as an educator and coach. His travels around the world teaching the game of basketball took him from Richmond High School to Cumberland County College to Stockton University, and even coaching at West Point under Coach Krzyzewski. Coach Hutchings suffered a massive heart attack in November and needed to have both of his legs amputated below the knee in December. This past week, Hutch left us. This moment of silence is dedicated to him and all he did for the city of Millville and the entire basketball community. Thank you. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. And welcome to the Thunderdome for the 9th Annual Thunderbolt Classic, where the visiting Timber Creek Chargers take on your Millville Thunderbolts. First, the starting lineups for the away Timber Creek Chargers. Starting at 4, a senior, number 1, Emmanuel Holden. Starting at guard, a senior, number 4, Brian Warren. Starting at guard, a junior, number 13, Ahandi McNair. Starting at forward, a senior, number 21, London Pope. Starting at guard, a sophomore, number 22, Noah Wetzel-Smith. The head coach of the Chargers is Richard Bowles. And now,
authoritative pronunciations of everyone's name from Millville specifically. Here are your starting lineups once again. That number 4 you see right there is all-world for Timber Creek. He leads the team in points, rebounds, and steals, and that's from the guard position. That's an amazing stat in and of itself. London Pope, number 21. Number 14 will be Monty McNair. 22 is Noah Whitesell Smith. And number 1, Emmanuel Holden for the Timber Creek Chargers. Millville's lineup, as you see it right there, number 3 is Dante Smith. 0, Kevin Rivera. And the other is Kalen Foster, Jaden Merrill, and Kevin Rivera, Dante Smith. So we are underway in this final game of the 9th Annual Thunderbolt Classic. This year, of course, dedicated to a very spectacular man and coach, Bob Hutchings, as he has passed away and left us earlier this week. Hoops for Hutch. Timber Creek with the possession. Pope sends it across the top of the key, gets through, and it's just barely saved. And it's going to stay in Timber Creek's possession. Whitesell Smith, a little trouble handling that one.
Yeah, and Raekwon Ford there, we saw him kind of diving out. Had a great defensive effort to try and save that one for Millville.
Pope inbounds the ball, looking for somewhere to go with it. He throws it in the backcourt. It is stolen by Smith. Shot is up and good. Dante Smith with the game's first basket. Smith now really keeping an eye on Warren. Tight man-to-man defense. Passed off to Pope. They send it across the right side where Warren is working, trying to get past Smith. Turnaround jumper is going to be wide. Saved by Timber Creek. Now a three-pointer partially blocked, but it actually went in anyway. Did you see who shot that? I didn't get the number. Oh, well, we'll have to get a replay.
There's a lot of bodies in front there, yeah.
Yep. But that gives Timber Creek a 3-2 lead. And now we have a turnover, Millville. There's the play from the corner. Let's see if we can see who it is.
Oh, here's the steal originally.
That's the play by Smith here. Nice move to the basket and lays it up in off the glass. 3-2, Timber Creek with the advantage. Good tight man-to-man defense by Merrill. Driving baseline move, ball is stolen by Merrill. Raekwon Ford will bring it across the timeline. No pressure, so he'll just survey. Goes to Foster. Ford tees up the three. In and out. Nothing but blue shirts there to get in. There's the Warren getting the rebound. Warren trying to get some space to shoot and takes it up and in. What a sweet move by Brian Warren to go to the hoop.
Yeah, that's a man the Thunderbolts are going to have to keep an eye on. As you said, leads the team in pretty much every statistic. And we've seen them put some heavy pressure on them. So, you know, as a team that Millville doesn't see that often, they still know that Warren's the guy to watch.
5-2, Timber Creek with the early edge. Ford gives up the dribble, so he'll have to pass it inside to Merrill. All the way across to Smith. Tries to baseline move, and it's a little too hard, but there's Merrill to put it back and in. Jaden Merrill with the basket.
Yeah, if you're Timber Creek, you got to know Merrill's going to be the guy who's always waiting for that rebound.
Well, as we mentioned, the entire offense goes through Warren, so he's got the basketball now. A long-range three, in and out. Merrill will clear the board. That three-pointer attempted by London Pope. Smith ducks in between some players, doesn't get a kind roll. Quickly up court to the right side, teeing up the three, and that's nothing but net. London Pope with connections.
Well, have you seen on back-to-back drives here for Timber Creek? They're really trying to get that fast break and get that ball to Pope in the corner, and you see exactly why.
He has a sweet touch from the outside. Just under 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Dante Smith has some passes to Foster. He'll try the three. It's a little too long. Knocked out of bounds by Timber Creek, so Millville still has it. Here's the quick break by Timber Creek and a sweet shot from that right corner. Nothing but twine right there. Trying to inbound the ball. Smith finds
It's
Merrill has it knocked out. I think Merrill wanted a foul there, but he's not going to get it.
It is going to stay with Millville, it looks.
Yeah, it was knocked out of his hands. 8-4, 4:44 on the clock. Foster. Back to Smith. Circles from the outside, passes it to Ford. Raekwon looking to move. Nice pass underneath. Shot is short though. Up the court they come, and that's going to be a foul, or is it a charge? It's a foul against... Oh, did they call a charge? I guess they did. No, they didn't. That was on Merrill. I'm sorry. Here's the break right up the middle. Yeah, Merrill tried for the block, didn't get it. And it was put into the basket by number 14, Monty McNair. Chance of the three-point play here for McNair. A little too hard. Merrill gets the rebound. Millville comes back to the attack. 6-point lead for Timber Creek. Couple of three-point baskets aiding that cause. Smith on a reach-in. So Warren will pick up the foul. That's his first. See him wrap around here and try to reach in, and got too much of the hand here. Right there. Hit the body. So here we go. Millville with possession. Foster comes out of the corner. It'll stay Millville's possession. Smith, Barriento. Halfway through the first quarter, Smith looking to drive, pops, and off the rim. High rebound taken by Barriento, battle on the floor, and we'll get a possession arrow situation where Millville will get it. All the way back out. Smith to Foster. Kalen looking to drive, passing through, has it knocked loose. Timber Creek has it, and here comes the fast break. Warren stops, pops, and does not connect. Rebound taken by Zaire Pickett. Barriento spins away from some traffic. Pickett to Foster, gets the three. Whistle against Millville, and that is against Dante Smith. And Coach Latour wants to talk things over. The early parts of this game belonging to the Timber Creek Chargers. Take a look at some of the action here from just a moment ago as Foster takes it across the timeline. And Foster's going to set up to take the three, I believe, somewhere in here. There he is. And Shazam, it's in the basket. So a rather good timeout, I think, by Mike Latour. Timber Creek has really, for the most part, dominated these first 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, you've seen kind of, especially on the defensive end for Timber Creek, is they're putting a lot of pressure on Millville shooters and kind of almost forcing them to either get rid of the basketball before they want to or kind of fumble it and get some of those turnovers. We've seen Timber Creek able to turn around and get the fast breaks the other way. So that's probably something you got to imagine Latour's talking about his timeout is don't let them pressure you guys into going before you're ready.
3:04 left opening quarter, 10-7 the score favoring Timber Creek. Brian Warren with the dribble. Scoots back, loses the ball momentarily but keeps the dribble, so he keeps it alive. Warren now makes his move to the basket. Lots of bumping, and they're going to call a travel.
And I know he doesn't end up with a shot there, but you can kind of just see by the footwork of Warren why he is as good as he is.
He's the floor general, no doubt about it, as we've seen the first 6 minutes here. Dante Smith to Barriento, thinks about the three, short, and Warren gets the rebound. Ball always finds the key player, doesn't it? Good block, as trying to go up was Pope.
Yeah, a real good play there by Barriento.
Yes, it was.
Here they tried to get Pope for the fast break. Barriento, you talk about Barriento was the one who actually took the shot. So being able to have that awareness to get back just in time to make a play on that one.
Not only did he block the ball, but he actually
went off the defender,
off the offensive player. So Millville with the ball. Foster puts it up. It skims the back of the rim, and we're going to get a reach-over foul on the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, Barriento there just a little bit too aggressive trying to get that rebound. Just goes over the back of the Timber Creek player.
14 fouls now on Millville, only one so far on Timber Creek.
And that's something Coach Latour's going to have to keep an eye on, as we're only, we got 2 minutes left in this first quarter, but already with 14 fouls. I think something he's not very happy about.
Warren pops it, and it's no good. Merrill with the easy rebound. 2 minutes straight up to go. First quarter. Barriento, nice pass to Merrill. He had it knocked out of his hands as he made the move towards the basket. Did he draw a foul? Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. I was going to say they did call him for the foul. And it almost kind of works out in Merrill's favor because it looked like he didn't really have good control of that ball. So it gets a little help there on the foul call.
It's a non-shooting foul, so Millville will inbound it. Merrill hands it off. Barriento driving. Turn around and somehow gets the shot off. Merrill battles for the ball, but back out to Smith. Smith tries a three, in and out. Battle for the rebound again, and boy, these two teams are hustling. Smith winds up with it, and I believe it's going to be another foul against Timber Creek. This one is called on Monty McNair. That's his first. Third team foul on the Chargers. Alley-ooping for a slam dunk. That'll bring the Thunder out. And now a whistle and a foul against Timber Creek. Ryan Nasuti. So a little electricity Thunderbolt style.
It's been a while since, we've seen an electric moment from Merrill like that, but he does tend to know when to bring it out every once in a while.
That was perfectly executed, as you see right there. Nice alley-oop, and see you later. And a three-pointer just rims out. Rebound by Timber Creek.
And you can see how much that changed the momentum, though, for Millville.
They tried the three. It's unsuccessful. You can feel it now. Let's see if they can actually take the lead here. 10-9 score. Nice pass to Smith. And he's fouled. That would have been another dynamic play had he finished.
Yeah, you can just see after that slam by Merrill just how much momentum is now on Millville's side.
This was a great pass. Unfortunately, the foul prevents the shot from really happening.
Does give Millville a chance, though, to tie or take the lead if possible.
First shot is very kind to roll in. Tied at 10, chance for the lead. He's got it. So the Thunderbolts coming back with a 7-point run right now. 11-10 Thunderbolts. They'll try another three. A little long. Rebounded by number 12 for the squad. That's Wharton, Asa Wharton. Anderson.
And you see how much different this drive is for Timber Creek. They're actually trying to slow it down now, as opposed to how fast they were playing earlier.
McNair pulls the ball out. They swing it left side.
Yeah, at this point, I'm going to assume Timber Creek's holding for the last shot.
We are down to 15 seconds, so that probably is the expectation here.
Millville doing a really good job, though, on defense.
Almost a steal. Michigan, last shot is up. It's no good. Rebounded by the Thunderbolts. A couple seconds left, but no real chance to go with it. So after a 10-4 start for Timber Creek, Millville comes up with 7 unanswered points. And after 1 quarter of play, it's 11-10 Thunderbolts. Back with the second quarter in just a moment.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Twin Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Thunderbolts rallying for 7 straight points to end the first quarter, leading 11-10 as they break huddle and come onto the court for the second quarter.
Yeah, and it was kind of a tale of almost felt like 2 different quarters for Millville. So you kind of struggled to keep pace with Timber Creek in the beginning, and then all of a sudden, and you tend to see this happen with Jaden Merrills. He has just that one electric moment, and just like that, everything kind of flipped into Millville's favor as you really saw Timber Creek almost kind of step back a little bit after that.
So we start the second quarter, Millville up by 1. Brian Warren with the dribble. Gets the pass across and they swing it right side. Being a little deliberate right now, that is number 2, Sam Anderson. Anderson takes it to the hole very nicely and makes the basket. Sammy Anderson with 2.
You see how much more deliberate Timber Creek is being on their offensive possessions. Kind of a little bit of a change from the first quarter.
From the spot, it shot it good. Zaire Pickett quickly up court again, trying to press it. Now Smith gets the steal. A little too quick on that one, I think. But the ball still winds up a 3-on-1 break. Shot is up and good and foul. That's how you execute the fast break. You get the basket, you draw the foul. Amadi McNair will go to the line, looking to make it a 3-point play.
Now Millville, we'll take a look
Here's
one more time.
That's the one that got Millville started late in that first quarter. Led to a 7-point run. But, of course, Timber Creek has come back now, and they have a chance to create a 2-point edge with this free throw. Oh, very kind roll off the rim. 15-13. Timber Creek with the edge. Zaire Pickett, number 2 in the game for the Thunderbolts. Raekwon Ford finds an open player. Foster, a lot of contact, no foul. Rebounded by Timber Creek. Warren sips it to the left side. Shot is up off the back rim. And this time we will get a foul on Timber Creek. This is the play by McNair that really made it a 3-point play possibility and successfully completed to give the Chargers their current 2-point edge. Very quietly, 2 fouls on their key player there, Brian Warren. I don't think they want to see him in foul trouble.
Yeah, he's definitely not the kind of guy, a guy that really runs their offense, not someone they want to see get in foul trouble. As he does, I believe he is not on the court right now, in fact, because of probably those 2 fouls.
Good defense by the Chargers, sets up a possibility, goes through the hands, however. Sherrod Bruno could not reel that one in, so Millville will get the ball on the turnover.
Yeah, and as we've seen, obviously going through Warren, and without Warren on the court right now, it's a good opportunity for Millville to try and get something going without Warren out there.
Got to strike while the iron's hot. The key player on the bench right now with 2 fouls. Foster. Back to Smith. Dante looking for some room. Oh, it crawls out.
That could not have gone any more in the basket without actually counting.
I think we have a Millville foul here. And it's Dante Smith, I believe, who will get his second. Both teams now with 16 fouls, so any fouls from here on out will lead to free throws. Some different players in the game now as Nasuti gets the ball for Timber Creek. Sherrod Bruno going right to the hole and getting it to go. Good, strong power move. That is Asa Wharton with the basket. Smith,
almost
yeah,
a really risky inbound.
Smith somehow managed to reel it in. Foster thought about a 3, takes a shorter shot, it rattles out. Battle for the rebound is won, and now opportunity to go coast to coast. Oh, another foul on Millville, this one on Smith, and that is his third. Not good news here for the Thunderbolts. Here's that power move by Wharton, and a good slide. I like the slide. Give him an 8.5 out of 10. Sherrod Bruno will be shooting 2 from the line. Yeah, Timber Creek with a lot of substitutes on the floor right now. First shot is short. Emmanuel Holden checks back in for the Chargers.
It looked like we had Kevin Rivera coming back in for Millville as well.
Second shot is good. 5:12 showing on the clock, and Timber Creek has built up a 5-point lead. And a turnover by Millville. Boy, you love the ebbs and flows of basketball games. All of a sudden, it's Timber Creek with all the momentum.
Yeah, Timber Creek, as I've noticed from the first quarter, is putting really heavy pressure on any Millville player who's got the basketball, no matter where they are on the court. We've seen it on the inbounds as well, trying to make life a little bit more difficult for Millville, and for the most part, it has worked for Timber Creek.
5 minutes straight up. Ball is loose for a moment, saved, however. They go outside to Wharton. Bruno. Shot from distance, nothing but net. Actually hit the back of the rim and went straight down. So Sammy Anderson with a 3. And the lead is now 8.
Yeah, that's a confident shot there from Anderson.
Especially from that distance. Turnaround shot is long. Doesn't get a kind roll. Good rebound by Pickett. Has it blocked. Timber Creek is really putting it together right now. They've only allowed 3 points in this quarter.
And we'll take a look here at eventually the 3 from Anderson. I just want to see how far back he was when he took the shot. And he was a couple steps from that line, so.
Stolen, trying to go coast to coast. Ford does it.
Millville desperately needed those points.
Yes, they did. The lead is now 6, 21-15. 4 minutes to go. First half. Anderson looking for some room, pulls it back out. A whistle, travel. Yeah, great play by Ford. Great eyes, great move to the basket. And you're right, Millville needed something like that to happen.
Yeah, that's really great anticipation from Ford in being able to spy out where that inbound was going.
Raekwon with the basketball, almost trips, but he gets it across the line. Swings to the right side, That was Rivera who passed it back out. Pickett looking for some room, gives it to Foster. Kalen will pull it back out. He thought about a long-range three, but Ford's not ashamed to try it. And it almost went in, but it does not. Stolen away! Basket is good and a foul! Perseverance by Kevin Rivera.
As we see here, Ford going for the three there. Hits everything except net there, but again, really great pressure. And actually, yeah, as Timber Creek had originally gotten the rebound, but really great effort there by Rivera.
And he completes the three-point play. So the lead is now just 3. 21-18, a 5-point run by the Thunderbolts. Good tight man-to-man. Now they pull off of it a little bit. Sammy Anderson, hands off. This is Chris Stowell. Stowell.
Anderson looked like he was thinking about another long range.
I thought the same thing. 2:50 left in the quarter. That lane opened right up. Great reverse layup. Boy, that was a sweet move by Asa Warren. Asa Wharton. There's a T in that name. Nice move. Once he gets to seize the lane right there, and again, that's good court vision right there to see it and seize it. Seize with a Z, by the way.
We had a foul on that one on Timber Creek, and with Millville in the bonus, obviously that sends anybody to the line. Looks like it's going to be Ford on this one.
So Raekwon will get a 1-and-1 opportunity. And as we always say, these are the free ones. You got to make these, especially when you're behind. Gets the first one to drop through. So he'll get the bonus shot. Raekwon Ford. 2 for 2. 23-20. 2:42 left in the second quarter. Ball being brought up the court by Sammy Anderson. Wharton with the dribble. Ball is almost lost at half court. Stoll saves it. Stoll spins free. Shot from the side, no good. Rebound. Oh, what a nice rebound. Put back, and it's good. Emmanuel Holden.
You want to talk about effort on that one.
Kalen Foster hands it off to Raekwon Ford. Pickett with the dribble. 2 minutes to go, first half. 25-20 the score in favor of Timber Creek. Ford. Luckily, it goes off of the Timber Creek player. There's that three-pointer attempt. And this
came out of nowhere.
That's just a great move right there. Millville's fortunate they didn't draw a foul on that. It looked like there was some contact when he put that shot up.
Yeah, Holden almost coming from behind the basket for that.
Foster tees up the three off the rim. And again, a good positioning on the rebound by Timber Creek. London Pope got it for the Chargers. Shot is up, and it crawls in. Sammy Anderson with the 2 points.
Yes, we've seen in this quarter, every time Millville finds a way to come close, Timber Creek just pulls away.
Unfortunate play there as it goes out of bounds off Millville. Thunderbolts with a few different players on the court now. That was Brad Kent, number 15. Looking to move towards the basket, and he's fouled. Sammy Anderson will go to the line. The lead is 7, could be as much as 9 after these free throws. Anderson's first shot is good, so he'll get the bonus. Missed rebound battle for underneath, won by Millville. Kevin Rivera sends away Ford. Raekwon looking to go the distance. Alley-oop, and it goes in. Raekwon Ford with a sweet move. 28-22 as we hit the 40-second mark left in this half. Stoller with the dribble for the Chargers. Now it's Upton, Marcus Upton. Hands off to number 12. That is Wharton. Final 25 seconds, so Timber Creek. Will they rush it here? Oh, great pass to the post. Stoll put that one in. Chris Stoll with the basket. The lead is 8. Millville with the last shot opportunity. Foster short. And again, a good job of clearing the rebound by Timber Creek. They have a chance. A shot, and it crawls off the rim. No good. But Timber Creek answers after that first quarter and scores 20 here in the second period. And as we hit the break, it's 30-22. As we watch Raekwon Ford do his thing right here, the alley-oop. Off the glass, and it crawls home. 30-22, Timber Creek with the lead as we are wrapping up the 9th Annual Thunderbolt Classic. Hashtag Hoops for Hutch. And we have an interview coming up with head coach Mike Latour at the halftime break. We'll total up the numbers and be right back. Stay with us.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a nonprofit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
COVID, lawlessness, rising food and gas prices, riots, inflation. We need God's anointing. Join us for our annual anointing and prayer service. We pray and anoint each family member for protection, provision, and prosperity. Join us for this special time of prayer and anointing for your entire family. It happens January 8th at 11 a.m. at New Life Church.
In Cumberland County, let's recycle right. We recycle cardboard, paper, aluminum, tin, and plastics number 1 and 2. Look for the 3-arrow triangle usually on the bottom of the plastic container. The number in the center determines the plastic number. Remember to recycle only number 1 and 2 plastics. Plastic bags, plastic film, hoses, and wires are not recyclable. They can damage sorting equipment and create hazardous working conditions. Don't trash our future. Do the right thing. Remember, reduce, reuse, and recycle.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're here at the place they call the Millville Thunderdome here with Millville head coach Mike Latour. This is an event you guys host. It's been the past 9 years you guys have hosted this event here, kind of showcasing all the talent around South Jersey. How nice is it to be able to bring in teams maybe people don't see a lot, to be able to showcase their talent?
Yeah, there's a lot of tournaments around, and it seems to be the same teams over and over get invited to these. So Mike Jones and I, the former head coach here, started this tournament 9 years ago. And we just said that, we want to give a chance to maybe the teams that don't always get invited to those tournaments, give them a chance to showcase in front of their fans in a different location.
And for you guys have come off a couple wins, but a couple of really tough games. We talk about the 3 overtime win against Hamilton. Obviously, a very close game throughout. What was it about that team that just kept giving you guys fits and being able to close that game out?
Yeah, 2 well-coached teams, if I may say so. And Hamilton's just really tough, really gritty team. And we were fortunate to have the depth. We had 4 starters foul out in that game. 3 overtimes can do that to you. But just to have enough depth to still be in contention at the end of the game and, be able to run our offense, still not have any drop-off.
And you had another close game, another win against Atlantic Tech. Just in close games in general, how much does that help you guys in just learning how to close games out when you're playing such tough opponents like that?
I have a lot of experience, a lot of seniors in our lineup and guys that have just been there. Jabbar Barriento, who's played for 4 years, Jaden, Raekwon Ford, Dante Smith. We have a lot of experience, and so we've been in those situations before. It's not new to us, and that's a great thing to have as a coach.
Yeah, and Timber Creek is a team, obviously it's an out-of-conference game for you guys. Still counts on the record, of course, but a team that I think you guys haven't seen since 2019. So what do you guys know about this team coming in? Like, how much film are you guys doing to figure out just maybe how to coach or how to play this game out? Yeah,
the out-of-conference game that we asked for. We want to, again, like you said, be tested for the playoffs and play in these close, tough, tight games. So they're a great matchup, very long, very athletic team, like to play very fast. So we've seen a couple of their games, and hopefully we have the game plan and the experience, like I just said, to handle it.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time, Coach Latour. Good luck today.
Yeah, thank you.
Ariel Melendez here, Mike Latour, head coach of Millville. We'll be right back after this.
In South Jersey, we do things our own way. We say things out loud, face things head on, and never back down. And that's how we fight cancer. With the most advanced diagnostics, leading-edge technology, and a team of doctors who know how to treat your cancer. And most importantly, we do it right here at the Frank and Edith Scarpa Cancer Center, Vineland, and the Leading Edge Cancer Center, Mullica Hill.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
Changing colors. Life's colors change daily for each of us. We go from happy to sad, anxious to peaceful. There's events we endure and ones we enjoy. The colors of life are always changing, but there's one that's the same yesterday, today, and forever. Come, let us introduce you to him, New Life Church, the church of many colors.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Twin Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
In the final game of this 9th annual Thunderbolt Classic, this year, of course, a very special one as we honor the memory of Bob Hutchings, affectionately known as Hutch. So we're hashtagging this tournament Hoops for Hutch. A tremendous, just about a 50-year career in coaching. And a lot of people don't kind of forget that he also coached cross country at Bridgeton and had a tremendous career there as well. South Jersey Group 4 champions during his time there. And nonetheless, he was a tremendous head coach, but a better person. He just loved to make people laugh. And I'm wearing this shirt, by the way, because Hutch always commented on my Hawaiian shirts. He says, I forget exactly what he says. He's always commented on my shirt. So,
The
Bob, this
infamous
is for you.
Hawaiian shirts.
The infamous Hawaiian shirts. He always commented when I wore them, so I'm doing that in his honor as well. Of course, the funeral arrangements are for this week. Monday night viewing, and Tuesday the funeral. I believe, if I'm going to look at this up real quick, it's going to be at the Lincoln Avenue funeral home. I just want to make sure I get this right before I mention it. His funeral service will be held at, let me get the name right, DeMarco Luisi Funeral Home. The address is 2755 South Lincoln Avenue. Friends and family will be received on Monday night from 5 to 9 p.m. and on Tuesday morning, actually afternoon, from 12 to 2 with the service following. So a great loss to this community, a man who touched a lot of people in many different ways. College ranks, of course, very famous for knowing Mike Krzyzewski and the Duke coach throughout the years as well. So Bob Hutchings, a tremendous life lived, and we will all miss him very much, especially his infectious humor and laughter. He is a tremendous man. At the halftime break, the second quarter really belonging to Timber Creek, a 20-point quarter, and their leading scorers, London Pope leads the way. Actually, Sammy Anderson does with 8 points. We also have London Pope with 6, 5 for Madi McNair, and 4 for Asa Wharton. They didn't do too much with Brian Warren. He picked up his second foul and pretty much did not play the second quarter. So that's to the benefit of Timber Creek, that with their star player on the bench for much of the second quarter, they built up an 8-point lead. Meanwhile, Raekwon Ford with 6, 4 points for Dante Smith and Jaden Merrill, and 3 apiece for Rivera and Foster. So the OBG gang being applauded here. Let's see if they can rally back from an 8-point lead. We want to remind you that you can watch on all sorts of venues, mainly Channel 22, Quinn Broadcasting, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live, as well as the BFA YouTube as well. Feel free to comment as we go through the game. We love seeing all the people that say things for us. Enjoying the broadcast as much as we can. Driving, and there's Pickett connecting. Millville needs to start off strong, and Pickett does just that.
And that was a nice move to cut through the defense by Pickett.
He's got 4 points now. Warren now in the game, sends it to the right side. Driving baseline, move is blocked by Merrill, and Foster collects the garbage after that. So Jaden Merrill making a big impact on that play. Ford drives through. He's fouled before the shot, so it will not count as a basket. There's the move nicely by Pickett right to the hole. First basket of the third quarter.
And while we've talked about Warren a little bit as a guy who really seems to run things for Timber Creek, Raekwon Ford in this game has been really big for Millville and seems to have the hot hand for them.
Barriento spins back, finds Merrill. Raekwon now with the basketball.
And you kind of see Millville looks like they are trying to run their offense through him right now.
Oh, Merrill almost lost it, saves it, drives up, and a little too hard off the glass, and now he'll commit the foul. That's usually how it goes. You miss a shot like that, a little frustration, and you draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Merrill just put a little bit too much on that. He got himself in a good situation there, made a nice move to get towards the basket, but just put a little bit too much on the shot.
Warren with some speed across the line. Looks to go all the way in. It's short. Gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. That is why that man, we've never seen him before, but Brian Warren is showing why he's their star player.
And this is what a tournament like this does for a team like Timber Creek. Because as we saw during halftime, the interview with Latour, he said they wanted to play Timber Creek. They wanted this game. And it gives Timber Creek a chance to showcase some of their guys. And we really are getting a good look at what Warren can do.
Yeah, it's always smart to schedule the best competition for yourself during the season. Barriento in and out. Rebounded by London Pope. Warren. Pope looking for three, short. Foster collects it for Millville.
And we've seen Pope hasn't been afraid to shoot those threes as well.
He's got 2 of them. Ford.
And Millville's got to be careful. They're almost over the line.
And it was almost stolen at the line as well. Now it is stolen. The man who almost stole it does get it. McNair doesn't get it to go. Good defensive effort by number 2, Pickett.
Well, that's actually going to be Millville's boys. Pickett actually got a hand on the shot before it was even taken, and that may have messed things up a little bit for Timber Creek. Some good defensive pressure there by Pickett.
32-24 score in favor of Timber Creek. Man-to-man, full court pressure there. They get it across. Raekwon Ford.
Ford almost didn't know he had someone coming.
Oh! Even though that was partially blocked, Ford put enough on it to get it through the hole and into the rim and through the twine.
Sometimes when you've got the hot hand, anything's going to go in for you.
Warren, nice dish to the post. That's why he leads in everything as well, assist-wise probably. They don't have assists listed here, but Holden collects the basket. 34-26, the Chargers of Timber Creek. Barriento looking down low. Merrill is fouled.
So we see here from Ford.
This was blocked. You see, he just forced it right up. Good job. As they say, was not to be denied.
Yeah, Ford's really had an impact for Millville all game long, and he definitely wasn't to be denied there.
Meanwhile, Merrill will try to get 2 more points on the board. He will not succeed on that one.
Looks like we're Terrence Todd, I believe for the first time tonight, is checking into the game.
Second shot is better. Merrill 1 for 2.
As Millville,
now a turnover.
Great pressure on the inbound again from Pickett to force a turnover. As Millville's really put some pressure on Timber Creek in this third quarter.
That's going to be short. Millville will save it all the way back out to Ford. Millville looking to cut into the 7-point deficit, 34-27. Terrence Todd finds Ford. Ford trying to get away from some defensive pressure. Got through and almost got the basket. It hits the rim hard. Loose ball. Todd puts it in. Terrence Todd with the basket.
And
you have to admire
some energy when he checks in.
You have to admire the perseverance of some of these players. They stayed with it and Todd made it count. 3-point shot off the rim. Rebounded loose, taken by Millville. Barriento stops. Boy, look at the pressure. He got away from it.
And Barriento had to go through 2 defenders there just to keep the hold of the ball.
Raekwon Ford finds Barriento. Tees up the 3 off the back rim. Good rebound by Terrence Todd.
Yeah, Terrence Todd's only been in this game for about a minute or 2, but I feel like we've already said his name quite a few times.
Ball was knocked out of bounds by Timber Creek. Here's the play by Todd. The ball came loose.
I feel like Merrill might have swiped that one.
So Terrence Todd finishes the play nicely for the Thunderbolts. They trail by 5, 34-29. Looking to drive, stops and slips, and he's going to be guilty with travel. Tough one for Ford. Sammy Anderson will inbound it for Timber Creek, and Todd forces a jump ball. The arrow favors Timber Creek, but that'll switch the arrow at the very least.
Yeah, Terrence Todd has come into this game and just been a menace on defense.
Timber Creek not liking the momentum swing there, so they're going to call a timeout. 3:09 on the clock, 34-29 the score. A quick break and we'll be right back.
Cumberland County, let's recycle right. We recycle cardboard, paper, aluminum, tin, and plastics number 1 and 2. Look for the 3-arrow triangle usually on the bottom of the plastic container. The number in the center determines the plastic number. Remember to recycle only number 1 and 2 plastics. Plastic bags, plastic film, hoses, and wires are not recyclable. They can damage sorting equipment and create hazardous working conditions. Don't trash our future. Do the right thing. Remember, reduce, reuse, and recycle.
And now, back to the game.
3:09 left in this third quarter. A 5-point lead for the visitors from Timber Creek. And I think, we have a chirper in the corner that's going to be dealt with by the officials. So we're going to have a quick timeout here. All right, set to go again. Weitzel Smith will inbound the ball to Warren. Warren finds McNair, and the lost ball goes out of bounds, and Millville will have it. They're just a good run away from getting right back in this. A 5-point lead can be cut quickly if you get those some baskets here. Raekwon Ford showing off some dribbling skills. Got to get it across the line, and he does. Barriento, nice move. Make himself open, looks to shoot, and he's fouled. So he'll go to the line.
Yeah, the thing with Millville is they haven't been out of this quarter by any means, but it's every time they try and cut into Timber Creek's leads, Timber Creek just goes back down and gets it right back. So Millville's got to find a way not only to keep it going on offense, but find a way to add and make some stops on defense.
Barriento getting his first point of the game, looking to make it 2 for 2 from the line. Jabbar puts it up, and that one hits the back rim. Nice save by Pickett. Todd looking, it got through. Merrill looking to spin move, and then he gets it off the glass. The lead is just 2. And now a turnover, I think. Oh, they call it against Millville. Here's the move by Merrill. Good spin move. Despite the pressure in front, he gets it to go.
And Timber Creek almost got a hand on that as well. So nice move there by Merrill to keep control, too.
Warren gets away from Pickett across the line. 2:20 left in the third quarter. A 2-point game favoring Timber Creek. Weitzel Smith looking for somewhere to go with it. Finds Warren. Warren looking to create some space.
Millville was almost a triple team on Warren.
They're going to call a foul against Millville, even though Warren, I think, initiated that contact. That's a tough one. First foul on Zaire Pickett. Ball will be inbounded by Sammy Anderson underneath the Charger basket. Asa Warren. Barriento almost got it. And now he will. Fast break opportunity all the way to the hole. The game is tied. Warren trying to respond. Gets his own rebound. Doesn't get it to go. And he looks a little dejected. I saw him walk away. So how did I miss? Barriento for the lead. No, he's going to pull it out. Double teamed. And I believe he's fouled on a reach in.
Yeah, really great defensive pressure by both Ford and Barriento. And Barriento just said, don't worry, Ford, I got this.
I got this. Now that the lane is clear. There it is, the game
time.
And
that one actually almost rolled off the back and out.
Yes, it did. I did notice that. Terrence Todd hands it off to Raekwon Ford.
Yeah, Millville just gonna slow the pace down a little bit. They came back to tie it, but
1:20 left in this quarter. Ford, cross-court pass. Pickett finds Barriento and Millville leads. Barriento has come alive for 5 third-quarter points.
And Millville putting all the pressure on Warren right now.
Going up, and no good. Rebounded Millville. Terrence Todd We're under a minute. Ford finds Merrill, and he has it nearly stripped.
Yeah, Merrill wasn't paying attention right there and almost lost it.
Todd gets the kind roll.
Basketball, I mean, any sport's a game of momentum.
And they get a steal as well here.
Yeah, Millville, if they play it smart, can get last shot here.
Boy, there is some tight saran wrap coverage right now by the defense for Timber Creek. They are really playing man-to-man hard. Pickett.
And Millville kind of just playing catch on the side there, but they'll finally bring it out a little bit.
We're into that last shot territory. Barriento can't get it to go. Warren will spin away from people. He's got a chance. It's free if it goes. It does not.
Is that what they call an air ball?
That is the definition of an air ball. You've just witnessed it. But nice comeback by the Thunderbolts after 3 quarters of play. Millville 38, Timber Creek 34. There's one of the baskets, and here's the turnover. Terrence Todd got it. Millville playing some good defense to get back in this one. Wow. Again, you want to play the best competition you can. It's obvious that Timber Creek certainly provides that. Their 6-4 record, not impressive, but they are playing some strong basketball. Everybody contributing. And Warren's been a key factor, but so has everybody else. Namely, Pickett has been a very important part of this. Amadi McNair, and we have quite a game going.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of different names on both sides as we previewed a couple of guys earlier on, but it's not only those top guys that are stepping up for either team. As we said, Warren is a guy you typically see. You look at Millville's roster as well. We've seen a guy like Pickett's really had a good impact. Terrence Todd coming in late in that third quarter had a big impact. Raekwon Ford's another guy who kind of does everything for Millville, but has really been one of their best scorers so far. And the fact that Millville has found a way to come out to the lead heading into this last quarter just shows how back and forth this game really has been between the two teams.
Just taking a quick look, Millville outscored Timber Creek 16-4 in that quarter. So that defense really coming up big for the Thunderbolts, and they got the baskets to back up the defense. McNair. Ball in the hands of number 12. That's Wharton. Trying to drive. Oh, nice reverse hook. Emmanuel Holden with the put in. 38-36 Millville. Right now you just want to match them basket for basket at the very least.
Yeah, you want to do what Timber Creek was doing to you in the third quarter. Is every time you score, they score. So with the lead, you want to flip that around.
Foster really pestered by McNair.
And that's the thing with Timber Creek is they've been playing really close man-to-man coverage on the defensive end.
Zaire Pickett sends it back out to Ford.
Now, Millville in no real rush to make a possession happen.
You want to create the best shot you can.
That's Ford just.
That was pretty impressive.
The thing Timber Creek is doing is they're not allowing Millville to get to the inside. And, of course, as soon as I say that.
We're going to get a foul against Millville. Yep, Foster's charge.
And you see the hook shot there on the other end.
That was a sweet shot by Holden. Again, tight defense. This time Millville. Both teams really playing some tight D. Timber Creek with a chance to tie or take the lead if they decide to take a three. Warren goes across to Wharton. Wharton looks to slide. Now he slid. That should have been a travel, and the whole fan base reacted on that. You heard the squeak and you saw the slide.
The shoes too, yeah.
Yeah.
As Timber Creek maybe gets away with one.
Warren with the basketball. Goes through. Has it blocked by Merrill. And the recovery by Ford.
Yeah, Warren there taking on the much taller Merrill there, but...
Bad pass is stolen by Sammy Anderson. Now Warren looking to work.
Merrill gets another chance.
Warren gets his rebound and puts it in.
As Warren took on Merrill again, not afraid to go up against the big man.
Again, the great players always try to make the plays happen, and Warren certainly did.
I think Coach Latour here doesn't really like what's going on, so he's going to take a timeout.
Here's the move originally, and he'll just go right after his own rebound. Now, he got a kind bounce to get the rebound, but he made it a positive finish. So the Thunderbolts are now tied with the Chargers.
Yeah, he wasn't really afraid of the 6'6" Merrill on that one. As Merrill emphatically blocked that first shot. Warren said, I'm not afraid to go up against you again.
So far, a 4-0 fourth quarter effort by Timber Creek that has tied the game. Coach Latour telling his team, we got to get at least a basket on this possession. Get the lead back.
Yeah, you don't want to let Timber Creek, I don't want to say hang around, because it's been a close game on both ends, but you don't want to let them go on another run and kind of pull away. As Millville has shown an effort to be able to come back, but you don't want to force yourself to have to keep doing that quarter after quarter.
Well, this has been quite a finish to this tournament, this classic, a 9th annual Thunderbolt Classic, honoring the memory and the legend of Bob Hutchings. And both teams here putting on quite a finale. The results of the previous games, the Millville girls defeated the Cumberland Regional Colts 46-29. The Southern Rams, they defeated the Cumberland Regional boys 59-44. Collingswood beat Buna 62-31 in the other game as well. So there you have the three results. Millville looking to make it a positive finish here for the day. Terrence Todd hands it off to Dante Smith. Nice pass, shot is short. Rebounded by number 12, that's Asa Wharton. Looks to go the distance, and it bounces out. Not a kind bounce for Wharton. That was a pretty good shot. Smith driving through, gets it to go.
Some nice footwork down at the baseline by Smith.
Holden with the dribble, gives it off to Brian Warren. 4:45 left in period 4. Warren has the basketball now for the Chargers. Zips it across to Wharton. McNair to Anderson. Timber Creek moving the ball around as best as they can. They get it to Warren.
And Millville doing a good job of clogging up the lanes here, not letting the Timber Creek get in.
Yep. Warren will just pull it back out. Reset. Takes off. Oh, a reach-in foul for Pickett. He got a lot of the ball, but I guess he got a little bit of the body as well. As we watch the basket made here by Smith. Jumps into the lane, puts it in off the glass.
Little fancy feet there.
That's 2 fouls now on Zaire Pickett for Millville. They get it in play. Warren driving, stopping, and gets the kind bounce. We are tied at 40. Smith has the ball knocked out of bounds by Timber Creek. Again, Warren just doing what he does so well, finding a way to the basket and making it count. Pass is blocked. Great play by London Pope, stealing the ball after blocking it. Warren, a reach-in foul on number 1, Barriento. That was a quick whistle.
And Millville get into a little bit of foul trouble here as Chargers are close to getting in the bonus because of it.
3 fouls now on Barriento.
It's not what you want to see in this close of a game.
Sammy Anderson, they swing the ball around. Warren, watched by Barriento, has a man open, right side. Warren gets it back from Pope and is wide, but again, great hustle for the rebound, and now a foul against Millville. That will send Emmanuel Holden to the line. Kevin Rivera with his second. Holden will try 2 free throws. A little too long on the first one.
That's what you want to see if you're Millville.
Holden will try to make it a 1-for-2 trip on this shot. That one's off the back rim. Battle for the rebound once again, won by Timber Creek.
I believe he stepped out of bounds.
Okay. The shot is good, but it's not good. So the game remains tied, 40-40. 3.25 minutes left. They need to get the ball across the timeline, and they're not going to, I don't think.
And Timber Creek doing a nice job there calling the timeout.
Yep.
Keeps it in their possession.
Millville having trouble getting the ball across the line, then they lost it, and as soon as the Timber Creek player got it, he called timeout. Smart play. That's good court savvy. So head coach Rich Bowles for Timber Creek obviously has taught his players well.
Yeah, and especially because the possession arrow is in favor of Millville. So pretty quick there in your awareness as well as knowing if Millville gets a chance to get that jump ball, it will go in their favor.
No one is permitted to go back into the hallway and get in the game. All spectators will leave the parking lot. Thank you.
So Millville trying to devise a strategy here that'll be productive for them on defense. Clock showing 3:08 left in regulation.
And Millville coming off of 2 very close games, one of them a triple overtime game. I don't know if Coach Latour quite wants to get into that kind of battle again. These last 2 games of Millville have been very tight ones.
Warren with the dribble. Good pass to Nasuti. Warren gets it back. It always winds up back with Warren, doesn't it, that ball?
Yeah, I think Timber Creek knows who they're running through.
Nasuti with the basketball, looking for some room to operate. Smith is not giving it to him. Ball is back to McNair. McNair looks, almost had it stolen. Great effort, though. He gets a very kind roll to crawl in. And Timber Creek is up by 2.
And Millville wants to make sure they get across, and they've got to hurry.
Dante Smith to Barriento. Gets across the lane, has the shot partially blocked, but I think there's a foul against Timber Creek. Look at that ball just barely crawl in.
And we've seen quite a few of those today. The rim being very kind to Timber Creek.
Barriento, who had 5 points in that third quarter, looking to add to that and get Millville back in a tie here if he can make both. First one is good. So Jabbar will look to tie the game with this next shot. Pickett checking back into the game for the Thunderbolts. He'll give Rivera a bit of a spell. For the tie, Jabbar Barriento. Gets it to go. Pope will inbound it for Timber Creek. He gets it to Warren, who makes himself available. Gets by Barriento. Goes to the right side, a little too long, and Smith is there to collect the air ball miss. Under 2 minutes to go, and now a whistle and a foul against Timber Creek. That will fall upon the number of Sammy Anderson. It's only his first.
Yep.
Both teams with 6
Yeah,
fouls. So
both teams close to the bonus here. And it's been a tight contest between both of them in this quarter especially.
Foster gets the ball in. Dante Smith.
Something tells me we're in for quite the finish.
Barriento, not a smart pass. It's lost. Back come the Chargers. Brian Warren passing it across to London Pope. Holden back to Warren.
And Timber Creek trying to get some clock to run off. Still got about 1:20 left in this one.
It's a long way to go for one shot. I don't know that they'll go for the one shot at the end. We'll see. Timeout called by Coach Bowles. So we have a quick timeout on the floor. 1:13 to go. We'll take this pause and be back for what should be quite a finish.
In South Jersey, we do things our own way. We say things out loud, face things head on, and never back down. And that's how we fight cancer. With the most advanced diagnostics, leading-edge technology, and a team of doctors who know how to treat your cancer. And most importantly, we do it right here at the Frank and Edith Scarpa Cancer Center, Vineland, and the Leading Edge Cancer Center, Mullica Hill.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Imagine living.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Timber Creek coming back onto the court, as is Millville, in a tie game, 42-42, 73 seconds of regulation time left. And Timber Creek with the basketball. London Pope looking to inbound it. Naturally, it winds up in the hands of Brian Warren. Warren stops passes, and he manages to save it near midcourt. Final minute in session. Warren dishing for an open look. It is short. Good box out by Pickett, and that gets the ball into Millville's hands.
And
49 seconds left. That's a long
most important
time.
thing here, Millville's in the bonus. So you know Timber Creek doesn't want to put them at the foul line automatically. Something to keep an eye on. Millville's certainly going to take some time off the clock.
Yeah, Dante Smith needs to pass the ball or move.
And Latour figured that one out. He said, we're just going to take a break here.
Well, when they got the ball, there was some 40 seconds left, a little bit more than that. A little bit of a long time to hold on to the ball for one last shot, but now we're down to about 29 seconds as Latour has called that timeout. So you're more in a position to try the last shot.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the strategy that Millville goes with here. Are they going to hold it out on the perimeter and try and get that last shot out there? Or are they going to try and create some contact in the middle? Likely you're probably going to see Merrill waiting in the middle there for the ball because, again, Millville is in the bonus. So any contact, any foul puts them automatically to the line. So you know Timber Creek's hands are back. You're keeping them hands out of the way. And that's, I got to think, something they're being told on the sideline. There's do not reach in with your hands at all. We do not want this game to come down to foul shots. But if you're Millville, maybe let's get a little bit of contact in the middle.
So we'll see if they try to drive through the lane to draw that contact. If not, who do you want to shoot the ball? Anybody can shoot it.
Honestly, based on how this game has gone, I'd put the ball in the hands of Raekwon Ford. As he's really had the hot touch tonight. But again, yeah, you look at the players on the court. right now, and I actually say that Raekwon Ford is not even on the court. So maybe I should pay attention to who's actually on the court. So we'll see Millville actually going quick.
Foster, no!
And there's a little bit of contact, but Millville's going to... Millville looked like they were going to try and foul, but...
Now we're in position where the timeout is taken by Timber Creek, and they will more than likely set up a last shot.
Yeah, that's not how Millville wanted that possession to go at all. They actually went with the quick shot there. A little bit surprising that that's the play they drew up in the timeout. Now, it did look like they were trying to get the contact there, and there might have been a little bit, but not enough for the foul call. But really quick chance there when you've got had about 28 seconds when they came back from the timeout. So I think a little bit of an interesting call there by Millville.
Let's see, we'll get a look at any contact. Oh, yeah, definitely.
And even through the contact, Foster almost got that to fall, but yeah, there was a little bit of contact, and even a little bit of contact there.
Holden, he did
well,
foul.
so
Holden, I would have given him a
the
foul.
refs are maybe letting him play in this last 20-some seconds. I don't know, that could have sent Foster to the line, but neither here nor there, we'll say.
It should have. There was definite contact. And the defender was up in the air as well.
It's now kind of role reversal here to what we just talked about in the last timeout is if you're Millville, you got to keep the hands down. But if you're Timber Creek again, now I think this one's pretty easy for us to say is pretty confident the ball's going in Warren's hands for this one.
Yep, you go to your bread and butter in that. Brian Warren has been the man all year for him. You see him walking on the court right now, number 4. So more than likely, he will wind up with a shot. They'll work the ball for the final 15 seconds or so. Oh, great effort. Nice job by Pickett to knock it out of bounds. They are definitely trying to get it to Warren.
And Millville knows. Millville knows who they want to get the ball to, so I'll have to see again.
Oh, look at this. A little sportsmanship. Look at this.
They know Warren.
Look at this. And the official just noticed it just like I did. Sammy Anderson got right in between there, said back off. So Warren will get the ball.
And
final 15 seconds.
He's going to have to go full court on this one. So you see some pressure here by Pickett. And we'll see what Timber Creek, I almost went Cedar Creek, tries to draw up. And it's clear it's going to be Warren.
Warren has the shot blocked, and we're going overtime. That shot should not count. It doesn't go in anyway.
And Timber Creek doing exactly what we thought they were going to do, which was put the ball in Warren's hands. But you see here, really nice pressure by Pickett. And, I mean, of course Merrill was going to be there. What do you expect on that one?
And a great job of getting all ball, by the way, by Jaden Merrill.
And we said it was going to be quick. Merrill's like, come on, guys. Yeah. you knew I was going to be there. I wasn't letting him score that basket. And we talked about this. This was going to be quite the finish between these two teams. We take another look here. Some good pressure by Pickett. And they had 3 players on Warren. The thing for Timber Creek is, obviously you were going to go to Warren, but Millville knew your strategy there. And they just let you have it and had 3 guys there on Warren. And again, as you said, really good job by Merrill. Just all ball, don't put any contact on him. Because again, you don't want it to end at the free throw line. So we said this was going to be quite the finish, and looks like we really are going to have a finish. As Millville again, the second time here in 3 games extra time.
So we are going to the first overtime. We're tied at 42. Fred Melendez and Ariel Melendez, we certainly hope that you've enjoyed this one. It's been a thriller. Four minutes of overtime to decide a winner here. Mentioning some of the names that are watching with us: Judy Brown, Let's Go Millville. Michael Andrews is watching from Pennsylvania. Savage Tay, invoking the orange and blue gang to get it done here.
And Timber Creek actually won the initial, I wanted to say face-off, but tip-off. But Millville doing a good job.
We're hockey people. People who know us, we're hockey people.
Millville doing a good job to get the ball in their favor.
Dante Smith has the basketball, finds Pickett. Back to Smith.
Smith almost.
Good dish out to Pickett. And Millville has the first lead of overtime.
And that was a good job by Smith to be able to get rid of it because he was almost falling to the ground, and that would have been a turnover for Millville.
Warren with the dribble. Sends it across. Driving baseline move. No! Foster gets the rebound. No second shot that time for Timber Creek. And now you can slow it down and try to get a 4-point advantage here. Foster hands off. Pickett to Smith. Smith feels it and gets it! And no foul call.
Yeah, you saw, I don't know if that was Warren or I'm not sure what number. Regardless, tried to sell that charge just a little bit.
Warren misses, rebounded by Smith.
It's overtime all Millville right now.
So far, but there's still 2:25 to go. It's only a 4-point game. Foster gets it up and draws the foul. Taking a look at some of the previous play. Look at Smith driving.
And you see Smith here almost about to fall over, so does a really good job to get that ball out to Pickett.
Pickett has all 4 points of this overtime for Millville. Foster will try to increase that 4-point edge.
Yeah, this is really where the free throws are especially important in overtime.
Oh, hits the back rim. Here's the play as we circle around. Going right up. That's the play by Smith.
Yeah, Timber Creek here making almost an entire court of substitutions. You want to at least make this a 1-2 trip.
And he missed both of them. So Timber Creek gets the ball. Warren looking to go coast to coast, doesn't get it. They do get a second shot now, almost stolen. Anderson with the dribble. They go back to Emmanuel. Actually, that's Warren, number 4. Ryan Nasuti looking for some operating space. Good pass. Foul is called. Merrill will be guilty of that one.
And I'm kind of Merrill here as he kind of just stood there and almost ate the contact, but it's going to send him to the line nonetheless. As we'll take a look here, as I'm kind of interested in the contact as well. As you'll see Merrill just kind of turned his body and...
there might have been a slight bump there. Meanwhile, the first free throw is made. Asa Wharton, he'll get the second one. Makes both, and the 2-point lead belongs to Millville, 46-44. Again, they just want to get something on the board on this possession. And a foul. This one's on Warren. It's his third. So it'll be 1-and-1 opportunity for Millville. Dante Smith will go to the line. Substitute for Timber Creek.
Yeah, that's Andre Williams coming in, and it must have been a quick because he was out before and I guess went out again. But Millville really needing to make these free throw shots, especially in a tight game like this.
Chance to tie. Warren trying to make it happen, goes out for a 3-point opportunity. They thought the better of it though as Wharton pulled it back down. Wharton, nice move. Gets around Merrill and gets it in. That was a sweet move. Asa Wharton ties up the game, and Mike Latour calls a timeout. Wharton has all 4 points in the overtime here. Look at this move. Merrill didn't want to foul him, so let it go. And the Chargers have tied the game at 46.
Yeah, we knew we were in for quite the finish towards the end of the fourth quarter, but after Millville had the first couple makes in overtime, Timber Creek is charged back. No pun intended.
Yeah. Millville has missed 3 free throws in this overtime as well, so that plays into it. Want to thank everyone who is watching along our avenues of venues to watch the game. We have Corey Rowley, Derek Mosley is watching. Glad to have you with us. Carlos LeBron. Lois Ford Lehman, welcome to the broadcast. James Yondura Jr. Carl Dannenberger also watching, as is Curtis Jackson. Glad to have each and every one of you with us. And if you like what you're seeing, let Jim Quinn know. Maybe you want to get involved in some sponsorships for all our sports broadcasts, basketball, football, baseball, soccer. We love bringing you to these games as much as we can, so you can get involved very easily. And now a steal. How is that not a travel? Again, anytime I see feet in the air and you're holding the ball, that's supposed to be called travel, but they didn't call it. Instead, they give them the timeout.
And what's interesting here is I didn't think Timber Creek had a timeout left. Unless they just took it off the board real quick.
It was a tough pass.
Well,
good tackle.
Yeah.
That was a good tackle.
I think that's why there was no travel.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he got tackled.
I'd have to say that's why there was no travel.
All right.
I mean, you want to say good play by Pickett because you stopped the fast break opportunity there, but that's why you don't get a travel there.
I also guess that's why you're glad you didn't get the foul call, because he definitely tackled him.
Yeah, you definitely put some contact there, but again, Timber Creek being real smart in knowing when to call timeouts, and obviously their last timeout, as they'll burn their final one. 1:14 left to go in this first overtime. Millville still got a couple timeouts in their back pocket as they'll check back onto the court.
Well, Timber Creek will just like to take the lead and see what happens. They have a possession, a chance to go in front.
Yeah, you have a feeling here they're at least going to try and take it to under a minute and see what they can do from there. Obviously, again, they can't do similar to what they did earlier, which was take the ball, take some time off timeout, and then keep it. They're going to have to be a little bit smarter on this possession. And we'll see what Millville does on defense.
Ryan Nasuti gets the ball to Brian Warren. Across the timeline. Anderson hands it off to Holden.
As you see, they're not quite in a hurry as we tick down to a minute left.
Barriento is going to commit a foul.
I do believe.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's Foster, not Barriento.
And I was going to say that should send him to the line, yeah. So both teams are in the bonus.
Second foul on Kalen Foster. And it will be Emmanuel Holden who will get the one-and-one opportunity. Spins the first one in.
You guys see how Timber Creek decides to play this one out. You got to think he's going for the make, but you never know.
Bonus shot is up. It's short. And the rebound comes down to Barriento. 47-46, 50 seconds left in the overtime.
Yeah, Millville's got to get across half court here.
Yeah, they're kind of dangling the ball too much in the backcourt, and that's where you have that happen. And luckily for Millville, I think, they got a foul call against Timber Creek. Let's take a look. Yeah, he reached in.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was a reach-in call, but Millville being a little lackadaisical with the basketball. And maybe almost this is in favor of Timber Creek because it doesn't allow Millville to try and get that last shot opportunity. It forces them to tie it at the line. You need to get at least one.
Got to get the first one, and he does not. Merrill, Sky's up there. He's in between four different players. We'll get a jump ball, and the arrow favors Timber Creek. So that missed free throw gives Timber Creek a chance to just whittle away the clock.
And you're from Millville here, I'm guessing you're going to foul.
You sort of have to. You don't want them to take all the time off the clock.
As Mike Latour's kind of wondering what's going on here. I think he was maybe questioning the call. It looks like they are going to talk about it.
I wonder if they're talking about whether the possession arrow was ever changed. That's what they're pointing at.
Yes. We are going to have a little bit of conversation here between.
That was a great rebound by Merrill.
And
ball got knocked loose, and then in the entanglement.
Now then, they do say it is Cedar Creek, or I knew I was going to say Cedar Creek one of these times. They do favor it in Timber Creek's possession. So again, yeah, if you're Millville here, you got to imagine quick foul. Or if you can't even get him to inbound.
Got it into Warren. Warren.
Actually let him
he carried it. Oh, they called a foul. And I'm telling you, Warren carried the ball.
Yeah.
We'll see. I hate to be this way about it. Watch the motion that Warren has here. That is a carry. He didn't even touch him. That is a carry. Yep, and look, even Barrientos said, what? Well, it's a shame. You saw Barrientos react just like I did. That was a carry. And instead, he's going to give him a chance to take a three-point lead. Well, you just have to make it three, I guess. But again, full court pressure, and Millville's going to have a tough time getting it across. They do. And there's going to be a foul against Timber Creek, but it's not that dreadful for them, although they do seem to have lost a player to injury right there. Unless he just cramped up.
Yeah, he looked like he was grabbing the back of his calf.
That's Asa Wharton.
Yeah, have to wonder.
Yeah, he's not getting up. Yep, they're going through that cramp possession, so he probably just cramped up. As we watch the sequence here. Well, yeah, he cramped up right there.
You can see him. Yeah, there wasn't even necessarily any contact. Yeah.
Yep, his facial expression.
You see Timber Creek there. They're like, what did we do? But yeah, you could see him kind of, I guess I call it lame up a little bit as he was going. And extremely, extremely important free throws here for Millville. So you got to make the first to get the second.
I think it's a double bonus.
Is it a double bonus?
10 team fouls, so that's a double bonus, 2 shots. And Dante Smith
That's what
will
I have
take
you
it.
here for.
Yeah, well, there are some rules I remember.
And still, regardless, free throw is extremely important here for Millville.
Smith connects on the first one.
Yeah, as you see here, checking back into the game. So obviously just a cramp situation there for Asa Warren as he's back on the court. Has to come off because of the injury. But
anybody who has a cramp knows how painful that is. I've had them myself. In and out, and rebounded by Timber Creek. That's going to go a long way to their winning this game.
And Millville going to let him get down the court.
You got to foul him.
Yeah, and trying to figure out what Millville's doing, and they finally do.
Now, of course, Warren has a chance to make it a 2-possession game, as they are also now in the double bonus.
You got to wonder why Millville waited so long to foul there. It took a lot of time off the clock.
Well, Warren did the right thing. He kept moving around and tried to avoid being fouled as well. First shot is up and good. Now, this becomes the key shot right now. If he makes this one, it'll be a 2-possession lead for Timber Creek. Uh, 51-47, a timeout taken. And Millville faced with a bit of a Herculean task there with only 14 seconds left. They need 2 scores.
Yeah, and this is where you figure out exactly how you want to go about it. Is do you want to take the quick 3 and then have to foul after that, or you could even go for the drive to the lane and hope to get the foul as well, but you'd have to make the basket to go along with it. So another interesting strategy opportunity for Latour and his team. See how you want to tackle this one. At 14 seconds left, it's not impossible. They call it improbable, not impossible. But it's just about what strategy. It looks like, as we can see, he's drawing up the kind of play he wants them to run out of this timeout. 14.3 seconds on the clock, 2-possession game. So we'll see what Millville decides to do out of the timeout.
And if you're Timber Creek right there, I don't think you'd do anything to create a foul situation.
Yeah, I think you're pretty much. I mean, we've seen their heavy pressure defenses. Millville's going to have to come full court here. As you see, they've got 3 players in the backcourt to Timber Creek. So they're going to try and not even let Millville get across.
Pickett inbounding the ball. They've got to rush forward. Gets by.
Yeah, they wanted Barriento on the 3. And does he step out of bounds?
It's a turnover, and that'll do it.
Is that what happened? Did he step out of bounds, I guess?
Well, I thought I saw a travel call. But this one's pretty much in the book now. It doesn't matter. Warren will go to the line. Let's see if we can pick up what happened here.
Yeah, I don't know that I saw any kind of foul. They wanted to, and you could hear from the bench, they wanted Foster to take that foul. I don't really know.
Well,
as a Timber Creek player was saying travel.
Now, see, that's not right. The player in the.
But it didn't seem like it was called a travel.
No, it wasn't. I think he was going to call a foul.
Boy, there was a foul because Warren does have the line, but yeah, that's going to do it for this one.
Both shots drop, 53-47, and that's going to wrap things up. Timber Creek will come away with a victory in a very hotly contested game that needed one overtime to decide it. But Timber Creek comes up on the better side of the scoreboard, 53-47 in overtime in this finale of the 9th annual Thunderbolt Classic. This one honoring the memory of Bob Hutchings. The two teams going through the handshake ceremonies. We'll total up things and be back in a moment with a final discussion. We'll be right back after this.
Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
Changing colors. Life's colors change daily for each of us. We go from happy to sad, anxious to peaceful. There's events we endure and ones we enjoy. The colors of life are always changing, but there's one that's the same yesterday, today, and forever. Come, let us introduce you to him, New Life Church, the church of many colors.
Welcome to The Authority at the Solid Waste Complex, where we can solve all of your waste disposal needs. Here at the Solid Waste Complex, we service the residents of Cumberland County in disposing of their solid waste in a safe, convenient, and inexpensive way. We accept bulk, garbage, recycling, tires, and metals. If it won't fit in your curbside can or won't be picked up by your local municipality on trash day, we're here to help. The process of disposing is easy. When you first arrive at the Solid Waste Complex, you will pull in through the main entrance and follow the paved road to our scale house. Pull onto the scale through the left lane closest to the scale house window. Once your vehicle and waste are weighed, our friendly staff will guide you toward the convenience center. The convenience center is where you will dispose of your waste. Simply follow the paved road and take the ramp up into the area. From there, our staff will direct you to park and dispose in a designated area, depending on what kind of waste you have. Once finished, head back down the ramp towards the scale house for your vehicle to be weighed again. Pay your weight difference at just 4 cents per pound. We accept credit, debit, or cash. However, credit or debit is preferred. As you exit the solid waste complex, you can be happy knowing you disposed of your unwanted items in a safe, convenient, and inexpensive way. Questions? Visit our website at ccia-net.com. Our hours of operation are 7:30 to 3:30, Monday through Friday, 8 to 12 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Well, if you're a fan of basketball, you had to enjoy the exhibition we just saw on the hardwood tonight. A victory for Timber Creek, 53-47. We have the Timber Creek head coach, Rich Bowles. First of all, congratulations on a big win. Your team hustles.
Yes.
That man-to-man defense was very, very effective for you.
Thank you. We work on it pretty much every day in practice. We just try to make sure that we stick to our principles, keep the guy in front of us, not let anybody get behind us, and then based off scouting report, make the adjustments from there.
What's brilliant, we've seen Millville throughout the year. Obviously, this is our first look at your team. But in looking back at the game that I just saw, you had two very similar teams, pressure defense, different players stepping up at different moments.
Yes.
I know that Brian Warren is your key star player, but everybody got involved.
Absolutely, absolutely. We talked about it at halftime. We said that he was having a tough first half. And he was like, listen, sometimes you'll get yours early, sometimes you'll get it late. And late in his ball game, he stepped to the foul line and made some good foul shots. We just kept telling him, just keep your head up, keep working, keep trusting the process, and you'll be fine.
Now, he sat for a good part of the second quarter, didn't he?
Yeah, so my philosophy is
I
when you
was
pick
going to
up
ask you about that.
two fouls and you sit.
Okay.
That way we can make sure that he can be as aggressive in the second half. And I'm pretty sure that they had a couple guys in foul trouble as well early on. So, but we wanted to make sure that he's on the floor late in the game. And as you can see, it helps us out.
Well, he had, by my count, 10 second half points. 10 of his 12 points came after halftime. So, obviously, and his ball control and everything he does, spin moves, passes to where they have to go. His shooting is excellent, but he is a complete player from what I saw.
Oh, yeah, he's our guy. He's the guy that all teams focus on defensively. And the guys around him, they just play off of him. And they now, at this time during the season, they're starting to play off of him really, really well. So today was a good testament to everybody trusting each other and buying into what's happening around Brian. And he made everybody better in the first half and then got his in the second.
You can see it. You can definitely see it. It was a great finish by him. The 4 free throws in the overtime really helped you out. Have you played any overtime games other than this one? Is this first?
We played one other overtime game and we lost that one. So this was good. I knew going and watching film with Millville, they were going back and forth. I told the coach, he has a really good team. I know they lost a few, but they're right in there. They're right there, and they're really good. They're athletic. They're long. They're quick. They play good defense. And this is a beautiful facility. So I told him that if he wants us back down here next year, we'll be down here, but I don't want to play him anymore. We got to play somebody else.
Yeah, listen, you guys provided a great game, so you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
But your season has been kind of up and down, loss, win. Mm-hmm. This is your third straight win, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely.
So you finally have something going in a positive direction.
Yes, absolutely, and that's what we talked about. We talked about just trying to string along some wins, and normally around this time of the year, that's when the guys really start to really buy in and trust each other. Those losses were losses that I say we caused because we didn't fully engage in what we normally do. But now we're starting to string them along, and hopefully we can keep them going.
Okay, well, good luck the rest of the season. Thank you for a great finish to this classic.
Appreciate it so much.
Tremendous game. Rich Bowles, the head coach of Timber Creek, will be back with a final word in just a moment here on Quinn Broadcasting and BFA.
Cumberland County, let's recycle right. We recycle cardboard, paper, aluminum, tin, and plastics number 1 and 2. Look for the 3-arrow triangle usually on the bottom of the plastic container. The number in the center determines the plastic number. Remember to recycle only number 1 and 2 plastics. Plastic bags, plastic film, hoses, and wires are not recyclable. They can damage sorting equipment and create hazardous working conditions. Don't trash our future. Do the right thing. Remember, reduce, reuse, and recycle.
In South Jersey, we do things our own way. We say things out loud, face things head on, and never back down. And that's how we fight cancer. With the most advanced diagnostics, leading-edge technology, and a team of doctors who know how to treat your cancer. And most importantly, we do it right here at the Frank and Edith Scarpa Cancer Center, Vineland, and the Leading Edge Cancer Center, Mullica Hill.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Twin Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Well, the Thunderdome was lit up throughout the day, but specifically during that last game where Timber Creek wins it 53-47 in Ariel, we saw two teams go back and forth. Millville, of course, a 20-point second quarter, and then they outscored them 16-4 in the quarter that was the third quarter, but Timber Creek would not be denied the finish.
Yeah, and it was something that Coach Latour and I talked about before the game was they wanted to play this team because they wanted to be tested. And a team that you don't normally see out of conference, of course, you want to play the best of the best as often as you can. And despite the loss, you got to think Mike Latour and the Thunderbolts really saw a team that plays hard. We saw that on the offensive end, especially the defensive end. As I think you talked about just now after the game, is that heavy backcourt defense, man-to-man, and they really put a lot of pressure on Millville, and we'll kind of take a look at this, I think, in a little bit when we go through the scores, is Millville didn't have anybody in double digits, and that's not something you see very often from this Millville team, but that's just a testament to Timber Creek's defense and what they were able to do tonight.
Most of the coaches that I've ever talked to, especially in the basketball world, always tell you they want to play the best competition they can in non-conference games that are not conference-related, but they can schedule teams to see where they stand among themselves, and that's exactly what both teams saw tonight. Even Coach Bowles talked about the same thing. You want to play the best competition you can just to see where you're at.
Yeah, and I thought it was kind of funny afterwards. As he said, we'd love to come back. We just don't want to play you guys. We just don't want to play Millville, and that – even in that, is a testament to what Millville kind of put on them and the pressure that Millville faced is to be like, yeah, we'll be happy to come back, but I don't think we want to play you guys again. You gave us a little bit of a hard matchup there, but it really was a hard-fought game between both teams, and Millville doing a good job at the end to get this one to overtime, and did a good job at the beginning of overtime to really put the pressure on Timber Creek, but you knew Brian Warren was going to find a moment to step up at some point, and he really chose the perfect moment.
As he did, he scored 4 points in that overtime. And the best players always seem to come through when it matters most. He did it in the overtime, and as we mentioned, 10 of his 12 points, his team-high 12 points, came after halftime for them in the overtime session. So he led the team for Timber Creek with 12 points, 8 points for Asa Warren, 7 points for Monty McNair, 7 points also for Emmanuel Holden, and 6 points for London Pope. Those are the players that really stood out for the Timber Creek squad. Millville, a lot of different scores, nobody in double figures. Usually we see 2 or 3 players in double figures, but they didn't get that done tonight as far as double figures go. Leading scorer was Raekwon Ford for Millville. He had 8 points, 7 points apiece. Jaden Merrill, Dante Smith, and Jabbar Barriento. And 3 points by Kalen Foster. We're not used to seeing him have just that low number of points. But I also want to make mention, Zaire Pickett came in. I haven't seen him play this season, but he was an impact player. Scored a couple baskets in that overtime to help Millville stay in it a little bit. But in the end, Timber Creek got it done.
Yeah, and just by what you just said at the end there with Foster only having 3 points, and again, we want to give a testament to Timber Creek for what they were able to shut down, but if you're Millville, that's a big reason, most likely why you weren't able to maybe come out with a little bit more, as obviously Raekwon Ford, a great game for him, 8 points. Mm-hmm. Just not typically the guy you see leading the squad, and you can kind of see that. Oh, and he had to step up for Millville, and he did a really good job at that and being able to keep this one close at certain points for them. But you see some of those other guys. You usually see the guys, Kalon Foster, Barriento, Smith, get a little bit more points on the board. And a lot of that had to do with the defense that Timber Creek was able to put on them, that really heavy court pressure, not really letting them get away at any point. And Timber Creek on the offensive end really doing a good job of when Warren sat out that entire second quarter, and you did get the confirmation, did have a lot to do with the fouls. He had 2 fouls, so they wanted to save him for later on. And a good job by Timber Creek being able to stay in it without Warren. Is finding a way to get things done so that way when he did come back in, it wasn't like he had to help them come back from a big deficit. He was just able to come back, cool down a little bit, and know, all right, it wasn't your game in the first quarter. We got plenty of time left for you. We got a good score for you. Go ahead and do what you got to do.
Of course, the one lesson that I know Mike Latour is going to take from this game is the way to handle the pressure defense, because Timber Creek throughout the game, man-to-man, tight defense, court-to-court, in the backcourt and in the front court. So that is probably the biggest lesson for Millville, and that's why you play competition like this, to learn from those kind of things, to how to handle it when the bigger games come, of course, the state tournament and all that. That's when you're going to see that as well. So a loss is a loss, but the Millville will take the positive side, and having a team that shows them what you need to do to win games like this. Timber Creek now 7-4 with this victory. Millville drops to 8-3. Final score tonight was 53-47 in overtime, a win for the Timber Creek Chargers over the Millville Thunderbolts. And we just want to thank our staff. We always mention our staff because they give you all the replays. And our director, of course, Ryan Narowski, picks all the camera spots, gives us the replays, does a great job for us in allowing us to analyze the game with replay. Ozzie Morey and Brandon Kiley are the cameramen for tonight's game. Ariel Melendez and yours truly, Fred Melendez. Hope you enjoy tonight's game. And stay tuned for more basketball action. The season is just about halfway over, but we have a few more games to present to you. We hope you enjoyed tonight's game. And again, we say to the family of Bob Hutchings, condolences for the loss of one of the greatest people in this area, coaching-wise and person-wise, Bob Hutchings. Good night, everybody. And again, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time here on Quinn Broadcasting and BFA.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.